Hi guys, it's Cassie. So today I am participating in my first Top 5 Wednesday. I'm really excited. This was something created by Ginger Reads Laney. I will have all the information of everybody who participates and all the information if you guys want to participate as well linked below. And that way you can check out everybody else that does these videos. And today's Top 5 Wednesdays is the most anticipated releases of the rest of 2015. So this one was harder for me because I'm not as caught up as most people, and there are a lot of series that I'm definitely not caught up with. So it was really hard for me to go through and find, but I found 5 that I'm definitely waiting for. I just had no idea. So without further ado, I will go through those. Number 5 in my top 5 list is a book called The Bazaar of Bad Dreams by Stephen King, and this is actually a collection of stories, so it's kind of like Night Shift where it's several stories in one. I'm really excited because I definitely like reading his short stories. I love reading everything by Stephen King because I love his style of writing, and I love scary books. I can never read them when I'm at home alone at night, but I do look forward to getting this book. And this book is coming out on August 31st. So I'm really excited to get that and add that into my Stephen King collection. My number 4 book that I'm really excited about is called Binge, and it's by Tyler Oakley. It is a collection of essays going through just everything that happened in his life. And I love watching his YouTube channel. He's so refreshing, and I love his views and how strong he feels about things. So getting to know him on a book level will be amazing. I definitely want to add him to my collection of biographies that I have. Number 3 on my list is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. She is by far one of my favorite authors, so I'm really looking forward to this. I do believe this comes out in November, and it is a book about a girl named Faye who lives in a village where there's no sound. And what is happening in her village is that they are getting less and less food supplies due to the rocky terrain and all the avalanches for coming down from the mountains, and they get their food on a skyline, and so their village is starting to suffer because of that. And then one night Faye wakes up and she can hear sound, and that becomes her weapon, and it doesn't really give much more than that. It's a very vague synopsis, but I'm really excited because I trust Rochelle Mead, and I've read several of her series, including her non-YA, and then the cover artwork on this one is beautiful. I'm sorry, I will link everything down below for covers, but I did not have time to put all of them up on my video for you guys today. Number 2 on my list is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Lavender. I'm really excited for this one. This one comes out in September, and it is about a girl who is born with wings, and she spends her life trying to fit in with her peers, and that doesn't really work out. And then one day she eventually goes to a world kind of unprepared, and there's a person named Nathaniel who falls head over heels in love with Ava, who is the main character, and he becomes obsessed. And then on the night of the summer solstice, there are some events that happen that devastate her family. So again, that one's really vague, but it sounds really intriguing, and I'm excited to read that. And number 1 on my list is Dragonbane by Sherilyn Kenyon. It's part of the Dark Hunter series. It is not a YA novel, it's an adult novel, but it is a Greek mythology based, for lack of a better term, vampire folklore, because it's kind of what it's about, but when you read it, you see that it's not the stereotypical vampire environment. I love Sherilyn Kenyon's writing. I'm so excited to add to my beautiful collection over here, and I'm really excited to continue in the series. I am a few books behind. I think the last book that I read is Styx, and the book that this is number 19 in the series. If you want to start reading this series, you can pick them up as standalones, but I recommend starting from the first book just because there's so many inside jokes and so many things that you understand better if you've read them from start to finish. And the first book is technically not part of the Dark Hunter series, but it's kind of an introduction to the world, and it's called Fantasy Lover by Sherilyn Kenyon. And I wasn't going to read that book because it sounded so cheesy and the cover looked so awful, but once I tried it, I was hooked. And I think I read like 20 books in like it was sad, like in a month or something like that. They were really easy reads. They were fun. Her comedic timing is great in these books, and basically most of the stories are about somebody who's been super wronged in their past, and they have a chance to fight and change their, not necessarily change their life. They usually think that they're kind of hopeless, but then it's love stories and love prevails, and I really enjoy it. I love the world. There is a YA series based off of the Dark Hunter novels, and it's called The Chronicles of Nick, and he is one of the helpers to the Dark Hunters in her Dark Hunter series. So if you're looking for something that's a little lighter than an adult novel, they have the YA over there. I have not read those yet. I do own all of them, and I need to catch up on reading because I love her so much. She is probably my most owned author, and I recommend her to everybody. Well, those are my top 5 most anticipated releases for the rest of the year. I would love to see if you guys did any videos, so if you did, link them below. I will try to search them, but so many pop up because it's such a big and beautiful group that participates in this. And if you do want to participate, there will be a link to the Goodreads page down below, and I would love to see your top 5 most anticipated books of the rest of the year. That's all I have this week, so I'll see you next week. Bye guys!